During your first year, what did that look like as a model?
It was dead. I would get test shoots here and there, but I got booked to one job. Them setting me up with test shoots and me showing up, that's where I learned how to like pose and stuff. It was super important. Like that year is just as important as, this last year. I learned a lot from it.
Because that was when you were developing. And
just to be comfortable in front of the camera. It takes time.
What was your, I guess, awareness of yourself as a model and just potential to be a model? Like, what was your high school experience? Did you always look like how you looked? Or was there a point where you like learned, hey, I think I'm good looking and good looking enough to do modeling? Or is that something that like you're not really still aware of and you're just kind of like here because you've been led here?
I didn't have any expectation going into it. Was the act itself of showing up that I give myself a pat on the back for. But regardless of if I just never got signed and nothing ever came out of it, that would still be fine with me. I didn't think that, this is something that I can do as a career. I didn't really set, a ceiling, or I didn't set a bare minimum, kind of just figuring out. That's all I was trying to do.
Did you feel attractive at any point before this whole process? Like, were you told by anybody you should be a model or you're a good looking dude? Or like, what did your world look like? Especially because you said that you were in school.
Mm-hmm.
So what did that experience look like beforehand?
I think I was attractive, but not, this feels weird to like.
No, I mean, you can be self-aware. I mean, you can be, it's actually more helpful in life to be aware of where you stand in society and like what categories people are going to place you, because sometimes it could work to your favor and other times it doesn't, but you have to work around that.
I didn't think I could be a model. I wasn't aware to like, okay, I could definitely do this. Like I wasn't like that. I thought, maybe I'm above average, but not any sort of like, I wasn't treated super differently. I think also after I got into fitness, that did change. Like maybe people treated me a little bit differently.
Well, that's why I bring it up, because I went on your Instagram and I saw like your before picture before you even like put on a bunch of muscle. So I'm like, I wonder if you went through like if you have a glow up experience that like at one point you were treated one way when you were younger, and then once you build muscle and like had glowed up, basically where you started feeling like, oh, I actually look at myself differently now that I look like this and feel like this.
Yeah, I didn't really feel that way in high school. Even in college, like during college, I started to work out a lot and I gained like 30 pounds. I was like 190. And then I went through a cut and I was like, okay, cool. Now I'm like lean and, I have muscle. And that's when I saw like a little bit of a difference. But I wouldn't say growing up, it was a huge thing that I noticed.
Guys nowadays, boys who are growing up in like middle school and high school, I think they're more aware of their appearance than ever before, because all these kids are always mewing. And have you heard of the mewing stuff?
Yeah.
Do you mew?
No.
Do you mew?
I don't have time for it.
I don't even think that does anything.